So we have a 1970 Cadillac door panel. And you can see it's cracked the fuck up. So I'm going to show you how I fix this door. And you can fix other pre-molded doors the same way. You have to make a cover for this. There's no way you can get around making a cover. But fixing this right here, see all this? So you got to take this off. So I'm going to show you how I do it. You can put your twist to it. It might be better for you. But I'm going to show you how I do it and fix it. So step one, we're going to cut away this cracked up stuff till we get down to the foam. So let me do that. And we're going to start. Okay, so I cut all the crack part off so I can have a good surface to bond to. And then I cut on the crease right here, the line of it. I cut it right along that line right here, because this right here, I'm going to save that part. So I cut on that crease so I can have when I put this thing on top. Well, I can't explain it, just watch. Just watch me. Try to keep the same line as the door panel so I don't be looking stupid. So, cut the crack part off, majority of it. I might can take it back to there. Yeah, I'll probably pull it back to there, that little bit right there. Because the piece that goes in the middle comes all the way down right here. So you're not going to see this part right here. So I don't even think when I put the material on here, you're going to see that little thin crack. But I know right here, when you put your arm at, you're going to see that. And then look at the grooves in there. You got to fix all that. So step two, glue. So I'm going to take some glue, spray some glue in there, stick this back. And then I'm going to put my pad on top. I spray glue down in here. All through there. Let it dry for a little bit, then I'm gonna push it up so it'll stick. This right here is still stuck. So I'm just gonna glue that part right there and push it up. Now it's glued, it's stuck. So now what you wanna do is you wanna scuff this from here all the way to here. Scuff it real good with some sandpaper. 80 grit. Scuff it. Now it's sanded real good, as you can see the dust on there. Okay, now we spray glue from here to here. Make sure you put some glue on there. So we're gonna try to glue it. So you glued it. What I do, I take my heat gun, speed up the process a little bit. Okay. Now, what I use is this. This is 1/8 inch Landau foam. People put it on top of tops of the cars before they pad the roof, or they got 1/4 inch that's thicker than this. But I'm gonna use this because it's thin, and I don't want to build that up so high because I'm starting from back here to be a big ass lump right there. So I'm gonna start from right here and stick it all the way on top of there. And you don't want to push it down in that crack. You want it to lay on top of the flat surface, because you push it down in that crack, you're gonna have a big dent when you put the cover on. So I'm gonna put some glue on here, and then I'm gonna stick it to there. Okay, as you can see, I stuck it on there, and I lightly pressed it down so I have a good bond. And I put it right up to the edge because you know that switch goes down in there. So, but as you can see the reflection right there. That's the line, the body line of the door panel, all the way right there. So, what you want to do is, you want to press it on there. Let it sit for a minute, and then you want to get you a brand new razor, a sharp razor, and trim it off right there, all the way on the body line. But you gotta have a sharp razor. But I'm gonna let this tack up a little bit more. I ain't gonna even try to attempt it yet. Let it glue before I start trimming. Now that I got it cut, take some 80 grit sandpaper and get you a block. Wrap it around the block so you have a smooth surface, because you're gonna be able to feel some lumps in here. So you want to get you a block so you have a flat surface and some 80 grit, and lightly scuff this thing right here. It'll sand just like Bondo. So a lot of people don't know about how you can sand this stuff, but you can sand this stuff and shape this any kind of way for you do-it-yourselfers. If you got any kind of imperfections on a lot of stuff on your consoles and all that, you don't have to do all that Bondo. You can wrap it with some of this and lightly sand this stuff right here, and it'll just be smooth as ever. Cover up a lot of gaps when you're building consoles and it don't fit correctly. Put a sheet of this on top of there and lightly sand it, and when you wrap it, you'll never know. Free game for y'all. Free game. I'm tired of giving y'all free game. Right, so now it's all sanded. As you can see, smooth transition from the edge, from this edge. It has the line in it right here. And it comes down like that, and it's blended in. So when I wrap this with material, this is foam. The transition line right there, you will never see it because the foam will squeeze in and the material is thick, so you will never see that. But this is a smooth surface now, no cracks in it, nothing. And the transition right there, you don't got to worry about the crack because the material is thick enough to cover them cracks up right there. But right here, smooth transition. And let me draw a line on here so you see this, the line. I forgot. I also restored this wood. This is the old wood grain. And this is the new wood grain. And then all you do is put the trim around it, the chrome trim. As you can see, it looks like that. But that's a whole nother video. You can see the line. I started to draw the line on there, but I forgot. Later on down the line, this shit might bleed through, so I'm not going to draw a line right there. But you can see the line comes from here and goes all the way across to the other side. So I'm going to have to sand this shit off, because I don't want that to bleed through later on down the line. Then I'll be mad and he'll be mad. Hot summer day and he have a red line on his door panel. But see, that's the way I fix my panels. You know, and then, you know, you got shit like this. Clean out from what's under there. You heat it up with the heat gun, stick that shit back down, because the material gonna go like that and the carpet gonna go over there, so you never see that part. Everything else, you just scuff it real good, 80 grit, and then wrap it like a regular door panel. So there you go, how I repair the armrest on a pre-molded old school door panel. There you go. It's D.lux, baby. I holla.